welcome to another episode of Bottom of the Stream with Adam and Nick. My name is Adam.
My name's Nick. Welcome back to another episode of Bottom of the Stream. And this is where we get you up to speed with all of the latest news and events in the world of streaming.
It is indeed.
And movies. How are you, Adam?
I am all right, thank you. How are you?
Good. I'm very good.
Good.
Excited to be here. I'm always excited to be here.
You're looking good tonight.
Thanks.
That colour suits you.
I've just not changed out my day clothes.
Oh, okay.
So,
Well, it looks good.
thanks.
Good week?
Yeah. Good
Yeah.
week. Busy week.
Yeah.
Watched a few movies. Watched a few interesting. Netflix seems to have been in the news this week
Oh, does it?
in terms of a few one particular live event. Which
Of
we'll
course,
talk
yeah.
about
I haven't got to it yet, but yeah, we'll get to it.
in a bit. But yeah, no, I'm doing good.
Good.
Have you had a frisky week?
A frisky week? What an annoying week.
What? Oh, do you want to share?
I got
this is
speeding
a safe
ticket.
space. Man.
Cops, man. Cops got me.
Is this your first? Are you willing to share?
Third, believe
Oh,
it or
okay,
not.
okay.
My first for a while.
Yeah.
35 and a 30.
Oh man,
Disgusting.
that's right. Must be
And
that's
do you know
right
what
on
they
the
did?
borderline, surely.
You know what? Talking of borderlines,
Yeah.
they parked their van where it goes from 30 to 50.
Really?
So, and it was literally on that
Well.
line. Bastards. But hey ho,
Oh man.
tis what it is.
Does that mean you have to do a course?
Yeah,
They're always fun.
yeah. I don't know if to just take the points, to be honest.
What do you value more, that or the 4.5 hours of your life
4.5 hours of my life.
that you would have to
Yeah.
give up for that?
Fun times. We'll see. I'll
Ah.
make that decision when it comes through.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
It's quite scary because you open the letter and it says notice of intended prosecution. It's
Yeah.
like, Jesus, what have I done?
Yeah.
I thought they'd found out all my secrets, but they haven't.
Okay.
Cool.
I can't. Anything else exciting
I
occurred this week?
think so.
It's still
Still January, isn't it? It's the 312th of January.
Unbelievably, it is still January.
It won't be when this comes out.
And I'm not sure how.
I just feel like it's been January for my entire life now.
I think it's because it's like we've had snow.
Yeah, we've had everything.
Really cold and wet.
Yeah.
And just like
Grim.
it's just not nice.
It's
it's
just
like
very January. Isn't
yeah. When you're like, we haven't seen the sun at all, and it gets a bit more.
It does, but it will soon be March. March is usually nice.
Yeah.
I enjoy March.
Cool. Are you kicking us off with a question?
I
this
have
week?
got a question of the week. It has been given to me by one of our Patreons. Alex gave it to me.
Excellent.
It is simply this. I think it's been going around a few podcasts. I think I've heard a couple of people talk about it, so we might not be as original with this one as we usually are. If you could add a 0 to any number in your life, what would it be?
I don't know if I understand the question.
So you've got your life's surrounded by numbers, right?
Yeah.
You're 44. You're 5'10". There's numbers everywhere.
Sure.
You've got 1 0 to add anywhere you want it.
I don't think I want to be 5 foot 100.
Don't be rude about it. Where would you like to add this 0? It's a really tough question, but I'm sure there's good answers to it.
Sure. I mean, an IQ?
That's a great one. So you'd have like a high IQ of like 100.
Exactly. Can you imagine? But that would fundamentally... Well, would it? I think it would fundamentally change your character.
Yeah,
I don't think I'd want that. I'm very
I read a good one today.
comfortable with myself.
I'm going to cough again. I read a good one today. And it was percentage of quality sleep.
Okay, that's not bad.
Apparently people get 8% quality sleep a night.
Yeah.
So if you had 80% quality sleep,
Yeah, that's pretty good.
you'd be really well off.
You could add it to like... When you start to think about it, like
Yeah.
you could add it to chances of winning the lottery.
Yeah.
I
I think it's like the minuscule chances of winning the lottery.
Yes, they are.
I don't even know if a 0 would help that much. Bank balance?
Possibly. Yeah.
Value of your house?
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah. The number of toilets in your house. The
Oh,
number
wow.
of bedrooms in your house.
Yeah.
Like, imagine I would go from 2 to 20 toilets in my house. But that'd be weird because my house would just mostly be toilets.
Yeah, I don't know if your house would get any bigger. You just have toilets everywhere.
But if you added it to the number of bedrooms,
Yeah. Make your house value go up. But you could just
Do you
add
want
it to
20
the value of your
cars?
house. No, I don't want 20 cars. Where would I put them all?
Yeah, well, exactly.
If you added it to your house value, though, you wouldn't have to increase your house.
Yeah,
you could just have a more valuable
that would
house.
be not a materialistic change.
Plus, would it help other people in the area as well if one house is
Maybe.
going for that much? Are the value of other houses going to go up?
Maybe.
Is there anything you could do to help the world by adding a zero?
Sure, you could add a zero to
I'm sure you could destroy the world with it.
cancer research or donations or
you could destroy it because you could do like 240 hours a day
yes
or something like that. You could get really 3,650 days in a year. Yeah, I'm sure there's things you could do that would destroy things. But I don't know how. That's a good one though, the cancer research.
I would add it to the number of pairs of socks that I own. So less of them go missing.
How many do you think you own now?
Total pairs? That is a great question. And we're really getting into the minutiae now, which I am a big fan of. I would estimate I own... I don't think loads. I think between 15 and 20 pairs of socks.
Oh, really? I was going to say 30. But I don't know.
I don't think I'm including like...
trainer socks, that sort of shit?
Yeah, I haven't got many of them because they just don't last very long.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking I've got a few pairs of like football socks hanging around and slipper socks. I've got a pair of like crocodile socks. Or do you know where you...
What's that?
Well, they're like slipper socks.
Oh,
but
yeah,
they're
with the
like
gripper
got crocodiles on and
gripper.
grippers on the bottom and all that sort of stuff.
So you'd want 150 pairs of socks?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it'll take me ages to use all them up. I think it's
150 days.
crack open a new one every day. Probably like, you win a lottery or something. You wear a new pair of socks.
Like David Beckham wears new pants every day.
Yeah, allegedly.
Apparently. That's the rumour. Yeah. Can't keep his sons under
It's
control.
like the least weird thing about him as well.
Yeah.
Allegedly. Anyway.
Sons don't like him. Or one of them. I thought that was a really good question.
I like that
I'm sure
one.
there's some really creative
like
answers
that.
for it. Let us know if you've got a creative answer for that question.
Maybe I could add it to my name.
Nico.
Yeah.
I like
Just
it.
like...
Just become Italian.
Yeah. Why not?
I think IQ is a good one. I think value of house is a good one.
Yeah.
I think they're the two big. Or quality of sleep. I love that.
I do like that one. Yeah. Good.
Cool.
Shall we crack on with some news?
Let's do some news so I don't have to talk as much.
That's fine. And we will start with Netflix news, and we will start with a new series that has been greenlit by the streamer. And this contains news that would you say one of the bigger stars over on Amazon, Anthony Starr?
Yes.
Star by name, star by nature.
Absolutely.
Obviously, best known for The Boys.
Yep.
He will be crossing over to Netflix as he will lead the newly greenlit show Breakers.
Breakers? What's that?
Is a new scripted series which will both star and be executively produced by Anthony Starr.
Okay.
It comes from producer Pete Jackson, not that one, who was behind the death of Bunny Munro recently and has just started filming in Australia. It's a surfing show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It follows two best friends from the US who go backpacking in Australia and are soon drawn into a seemingly perfect community of surfers led by a charismatic but mysterious figure named Brando. That is the role that Anthony Starr will play.
Okay.
I don't know what would have appealed to him about getting a big check to come and work in Australia in the sun for 6 months.
It does make you wonder, doesn't it? Why would you do that?
Do surfing and stuff.
Why would you do that to yourself?
It's the first Netflix series to shoot in Western Australia.
Okay.
Where it has
That's
had
surprising.
various government incentives. And before that, he will be next seen in the final season of The Boys.
I wish nothing but good things for Anthony Starr. I think he's great. I'm not a big Boys fan. That sounds weird. But Banshee's one of my favourite TV shows of all time.
Yes.
He was amazing in that.
I'm like, I think I'm about 2 series behind on The Boys.
I gave up during the last series. I just couldn't just wasn't for me anymore.
Yeah. It's fair.
The spin-off one's supposed to be quite good, isn't it?
Yeah, I've not tried.
Gen V, is that what it's called?
Yeah, I've not tried any of that. Okay. Another piece of Netflix news involving... this is quite an interesting one. I don't know if you can remember this, because I think we're going back several years.
Right. Probably not then.
But I do vaguely remember it being in our orbit, and we would have talked about it at some point, was that Netflix had optioned and were looking to do a live action movie of the Gundam franchise.
Yeah.
And they had a writer, director on board. It was in sort of full development, and everything kind of went quiet.
Yes.
And it has been recently revealed that, well, this is no longer in development at Netflix.
Okay.
And it was kind of quietly shelved.
Right.
But news this week is that this movie is still going ahead, potentially, and Netflix are back on board, but only as distributor.
Oh.
And that, in fact, the live-action Gundam is going to come from Legendary as a studio.
Yeah.
Directed by Jim Mickle,
Okay.
who was the guy behind Sweet Tooth,
All right.
Netflix movie from last year.
Yeah. Remember
And
it.
I can see why Netflix maybe is wanting to get back on board with a piece of this. Because apparently, according to Deadline, this is being circled by both Noah Centineo and a meme machine of the moment, Sydney Sweeney.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Good pair of cast people.
Yeah, sure. I mean, this is a property that is like loved, isn't it, by the fans of it. It's got like decades of
There's loads
history.
There's loads to it.
Many different versions of it. So yes, potentially coming to Netflix and potentially a cinematic release, but
Awesome.
not being made by them. We're only going to see more and more of that.
Yeah, I think so.
Netflix getting into distribution business. I think, as well.
That makes sense, doesn't it? Until they buy all the movie studios.
Or just all of Hollywood.
Yeah, until they just own Hollywood.
Another thing they've bought, seemingly, is Tyson Fury, because...
Oh, don't they already own Tyson Fury?
Well, potentially through all the documentaries and stuff. But it has been announced this week that guy, the Gypsy King himself, is coming back out of retirement to step back into the ring with I'm not good at boxing.
Okay.
Or names. Aslanbek Makhmudov.
Good name.
I think.
Sounds like a boxer's name.
Sure. April the 11th, live on Netflix. This will be the first live boxing broadcast. I think any broadcast on Netflix from the UK.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
April the 11th.
There would have been some WWE over here last year. That would have been live.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I
don't think that really counts because Netflix don't produce that. They're just they're again just a distributor.
Yeah. Yes, it'll be his.
How long's it been? I didn't even know he was retired.
So it's more than 3 years since his last appearance in a British ring in December 2022.
Okay.
He told Netflix, "I'm excited to be back. Heart has always been and always will be in boxing. Someone go and tell the king that the ace is back."
Who's the king? The actual king? Is Charles a fan?
I think the other guy might be known as that he's playing against. Do you do that in boxing?
Yes. These recently, yes.
Yes. Coincidentally, a second series of At Home with the Furies premieres on Netflix also this spring.
Oh, what a coincidence!
I'm sure that may cover some of the build up to this fight. Gabe Spitzer, who is vice president of sports at Netflix, says, "I have long admired Tyson Fury as one of the most resilient and captivating boxers of his generation.
Okay.
His career has been defined by beating the odds, and there is an undeniable electricity whenever he fights. We are incredibly excited to see him come out of retirement for this massive homecoming. And we love giving our members a front row seat to the next chapter of his legacy."
Cool. Is that like their first boxing thing without one of the Paul brothers in it?
I think... Now, I will preface this by saying I know nothing about boxing.
Same.
I think it's the least gimmicky boxing thing that has been on Netflix.
Although it is bringing an old legend out of retirement.
Yes. still probably won't be tuning into that. I just don't.
I've never got boxing.
No, it just seems slow and people dancing around each other.
It just never has interested me.
Another update on, I think, again, we mentioned this when it was greenlit, but Netflix's upcoming hostage thriller series, Rabbit Rabbit, is developing quite the cast.
Okay.
It has now on board Adam Driver, Regina Hall, Odessa Young, and Will Poulter.
Oh, okay. That is quite a cast.
Quite a cast for this limited series coming later this year. Rabbit Rabbit follows the escaped convict Jay Will, played by Adam Driver,
right?
Who, after being cornered by law enforcement at a truck stop, takes hostages in an effort to bargain for his freedom. But the standoff soon escalates into an unmanageable social experiment with his captives, as well as an emotional poker match with a veteran FBI crisis negotiator trained in tactical empathy.
Tactical empathy.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's being produced, as pretty much everything is in the world, by Philip Barantini, recently behind Adolescence, of course.
Of course. That sounds fun. Sounds like a fun little time.
Yeah, it's quite the cast, certainly.
Fun name to say, Rabbit Rabbit.
Yeah.
You're going to get Chaz and Dave to do the theme song. Oh, that ages me, doesn't it? I've just aged myself there.
Like, yeah, but thing is, I know who Chaz and Dave are, but I can't really... even though we're quite old, I can't ever really remember them being a thing. They were like an old thing when we were young.
Yeah. My nan was a big Chaz and Dave fan.
Okay. Netflix this week has announced its upcoming Chinese language slate for this year. And Deadline have got a handy roundup, which I can share with us. And it's quite the investment that we've got. 7 Chinese language series will roll out across the rest of this year.
Okay.
Yeah.
7?
7.
Wow.
Would you like a rundown of them?
Please.
So, I'll see if any of these interest you. Miracles of the ER.
Right.
It follows the team at Central University Hospital in the emergency medicine department as director Chen Jun accepts an average performing medical school graduate onto his team of elite peers. The ER faces relentless medical crises, ethical dilemmas, and internal power struggles.
Okay.
Sounds like most hospitals.
It does. Is it a documentary or a drama?
No, drama.
Drama. Okay.
Drama.
I don't mind a medical drama. I don't mind a medical drama. Okay. I might be interested.
The Fixers is a fast-paced action comedy series following a down-on-his-luck gangster who stumbles into a covert network of operatives from a mysterious temple which handles problems for the underworld. He is paired with an arrogant young partner and a second-generation politician whose personality clashes sharply with his own.
Interesting. Sounds quite generic, but might be all right.
Bloody Smart. In a tightly regulated school town obsessed with the elite, a blood fruit tree quietly takes root, bearing crimson fruit. By legend, the fruit is delivered by a boy in black only to those who truly need it. As the fruit awakens, long-suppressed desires and sealed emotions begin to slip free, setting the town on a slow path toward an irreversible unravelling.
That sounds interesting.
Yeah, it sounds like a bit of a folk tale type.
I'm quite interested in that one. What was that one called?
That one was called Bloody Smart.
Bloody Smart.
Dogman. Follows superhero?
Superhero,
I don't think so. Follows a former rock band frontman who years later has become a delusional, washed-up musician, unable to write a note and barely tolerated by his wife.
Okay. Grizzled old rock man. I like that.
And Pacify is a drama. A cynical part-time worker is thrust into the supernatural after her sister is possessed by an evil spirit. Seeking answers, she joins a secret exorcism group and teams up with a professor whose quantum synesthesia allows him to sense hidden forces beyond the ordinary.
Okay. That sounds good as well.
Yeah.
I'm into that.
Supernatural drama.
Mm.
So yeah, quite
those two sound good. And that medical drama will be alright as well.
Quite the selection there. No specific dates other than they will drop through 2026 as we progress.
So we're getting them all this year?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm in.
Can't get Netflix in China.
Oh. What?
I think these are all sort of produced out of Taiwan.
Okay.
All Chinese language.
For Chinese non-residents.
Netflix will sell them on somewhere.
Chinese expats.
This is a story that'll excite some people.
Okay.
Not us.
Right.
But some people.
Okay.
Because
I'm prepared to not be excited.
We know how much Netflix loves F1.
Okay.
We've got Drive to Survive, which is on to about season 8, I think. Something like that. Maybe. It shows no signs of slowing down.
Just like F1.
No, they have to slow down.
Do they?
Yeah, to go around
corners. They just drive really fast around into...
Not at the same speed, though.
Oh, okay.
I think they use brakes. It'd
be better if they didn't.
Netflix have announced a new documentary.
Okay.
Has been greenlit. And it is called Schumacher 94.
Okay.
It is about the breakthrough Formula One season of the legendary Michael Schumacher, with 94 referring to the year 1994.
I figured.
I thought you might. I thought I would spell it out. Their synopsis says, 1994 marks a turning point in Formula One history. 25-year-old Michael Schumacher wins the first Grand Prix of the racing season in Brazil, setting the stage for an unprecedented career. The year, which was among one of the most dramatic and exciting racing seasons in history, featured impactful events such as the death of Ayrton Senna, as well as accusations of manipulation and unfair driving manoeuvres. Doesn't happen every year.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, I feel like I would be more interested, as both probably an old person and someone who does quite like documentaries, particularly sports ones, that I'd be more inclined to watch that sort of historical spin on F1 rather, because I'm just not interested in current.
Have you ever been into it?
I can remember sometimes watching, when it was on normal TV, watching a few races. My dad kind of had an interest in it.
Yeah, same. My dad a little bit.
But never sat down and...
No.
And I to me, it's just something that's totally off the radar, because I know there's ways and means if you were really interested, you can watch this stuff.
Yeah.
But it's just not on my radar or on any TV service that I have or want. So
or care about.
Yeah.
When you said it was a new documentary, I thought it was going to be a documentary following the film crew of Drive to Survive.
Oh yeah.
So you go really meta.
Brilliant. Why not? Why not? Okay, let's talk about some movie. Actually, we've got one more streaming news. It's streaming and movies.
That's what they are.
And this was really interesting. So,
okay, I'll be the judge of that.
Okay, well, I think it's interesting. So, obviously, all the sort of major streaming players are all either have through recent history or are still looking for, what's their Game of Thrones? What's our fantasy series and franchise that we can hang our hat on and maybe be the next Game of Thrones?
Yes.
I don't think anything's ever been the next game. So if you think of like Rings of Power, or is it Wheel of Time? Yeah. These beloved series of books that haven't quite crossed over to
not yet. Nobody's
mainstream. Well, Apple TV are going to be the next to try this because they have picked up the rights to the author Brandon Sanderson's fantasy universe Cosmere.
Okay.
I'm not aware of this.
Nor me.
But it's quite an unprecedented deal because Apple have announced that they will be moving forward with both feature films and a limited TV series out of this universe.
All right.
From the many, many books that exist in this series.
I've never even heard of it.
No, I'm not familiar with it either. But they have announced that the first series that will be adapted into a series of feature films will be his Mistborn series.
Right.
Whereas his Stormlight Archive series
Okay.
will be developed as a TV show.
Right.
For the streaming service. They have also announced, though, that the author himself, who, according to the Hollywood Reporter, met most of the studio heads across Hollywood, he is going to have a lot of control over this thing. Described by the Hollywood Reporter as he will be the architect of this universe. He will write, produce, and consult, and have approvals on story, hires.
I think that's fair. If he's created this universe in his head, it's only fair that he gets to...
J.K. Rowling didn't get that.
No, well, fuck J.K.
George R.R. Martin didn't get that.
No.
They must have really wanted to seal this deal.
Yeah, definitely.
He sold over 50 million copies of his books worldwide.
Wow.
So that's kind of a big deal.
How have I never heard of them?
Also, the most successful Kickstarter relating to novels of all time.
Really?
Yep. Publishing. He had a Kickstarter campaign for 4 novels that made $42 million.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. You don't need to write the novels when you've done that.
And headlines his own fantasy convention every year.
He's a famous guy.
Yeah.
He's just made a lot of money off Apple as well.
Do you want to know a bit about the Cosmere books?
Yeah, why not?
They are set in various worlds and eras, but the underlying premise concerns a being named Adonasium, who is killed by a group of conspirators. His power is broken into 16 shards, which are spread throughout many worlds, meaning that magic spreads across the universe. Yeah.
Interesting. I'm quite intrigued by that. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to look that up.
I think it's still that, we've mentioned it before, it's that, what will be the thing? Because there are several of these fantastically popular literary fantasy series, which is enough to get you greenlit. They make money, they get viewers, but what's the one that will cross over to
mainstream? Yeah.
To Joe Public? Because
it's not going to be an easy thing to do. I think Joe Public are very much scarred by Game of Thrones.
Netflix are obviously rebooting the Narnia stuff as well, aren't
yeah,
they? So
true.
Everyone's having a go.
Amazon might be having a go at the Dark Tower.
Yeah,
and
that sort of format is what has been rumoured for
it is,
that property as well. Your combination of limited series to do some of the the
more outlandish
character-y stuff, and
they won't let Stephen King have full control over that. I'll tell you that much.
I don't think he wants it.
He wouldn't want it, but they wouldn't let him have it either.
And then the final news story of the week. I always like this one every year, and it is over in the States, the National Film Registry has announced which 25 movies they are adding to. It's kind of like a Hall of Fame, isn't it?
Yeah.
These are the movies that have been selected for significant cultural or historical impact.
Yeah.
And I always imagine they've got just like, just the reels.
I'm sure they have. They're like definitely stored in like
underground in a bomb-proof
bunkers.
Nuclear-proof
These are
bunker.
the films that we're protecting with our lives.
And yes, we have this year's 25 entries.
I like to think there's like a shadowy underworld of secret agents who are there to just fully protect these franchises.
So this is interesting that this registry is now up to 925 movies.
Wow, that's quite a lot.
Yeah.
What a streaming service that would be.
Oh, they should do that.
They should do that. Getting the rights to them all would be a nightmare.
Because they're all obviously, they're all
could be anybody
spread out everywhere. So the earliest movie that has gone in this year in 20. So this is they announced it in January, but it's for 2025 effectively. So, was from 1896.
Jeez.
The Tramp and the Dog.
Right.
Not familiar with that one.
Nor me.
Some movies 25 movies went in. some you would have heard of. So, White Christmas,
Okay.
1954.
I'm going to be surprised if some of these are not already in, aren't they?
Probably. High Society,
Okay.
1956. The Thing,
Really?
1982, just gone in this time. The Karate Kid.
No way.
Yeah, it's been added. Glory, Denzel Washington, Civil War movie.
I think I'm aware of that.
Philadelphia,
Okay.
Tom Hanks. Before Sunrise, which is the first of the Ethan Hawke, Julie Delpy series. Clueless.
Clueless?
Yeah.
Random.
Clueless is like a...
Yeah, I suppose it's like culturally significant.
Yeah. The Truman Show.
Great film.
Frida, which from 2002, which is the Frida Kahlo biopic starring Selma Hayek.
Yeah.
The Incredibles.
Okay.
2004. Inception. From 2010. And the most recent movie that has been added from 2014.
Okay.
Only 12 years old, and it's made it in there already.
Yeah.
It's the Grand Budapest Hotel.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I wonder who's got the most films in there. Like, either director-wise or actor-wise. Who's the most significant according to them?
Yeah.
Out of their
I could make a game out of this.
You could make
easily.
A game out of this.
Maybe next week. What's in, what's not.
Yeah,
You could easily trip people up with this, I think.
How many films has Tom Hanks got in there? That sort of thing.
Yeah. That is all the news.
Excellent. Well done. How have you watched anything good at the top of the stream?
I have watched a few things over the last week.
Okay.
I think we'll start on Netflix with... I don't know if it's because I watched it,
Okay.
but I certainly seem to have seen this all over my algorithms, but also in the news. There's like just, articles on why this worked well, what it could have, what's next, why this maybe, what people didn't like about it. And that is Skyscraper Live.
Yes, I haven't got to it yet. I've seen lots of clips and videos and pictures and stuff. It seems pretty incredible.
I'd forgotten, because when we were together the other week,
it
kept coming up on Netflix, didn't we? And everyone's like, well, at one point, like, oh, is that this weekend? We should watch that. And it turned out it was this weekend. So they had to delay it 24 hours due to weather.
Yeah.
Our time, so I watched this I had this on Sunday morning when I woke up. I was absolutely
really
focused in on this. I thought it was fascinating. A famous free solo climber, Alex Hogan, climbing Taipei 101.
Yeah. It's crazy, isn't it, really?
It was just fascinating.
Yeah.
To see him, how quickly he did this in 90 minutes.
They reckon it's quicker than some people could climb the stairs.
Yeah.
Which is mad to me.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I couldn't climb the stairs.
Now, granted, and they cover this on the show. This is meticulously planned.
Yeah.
He
knows exactly what
he plans his route. But that's only what you do climbing anything, any piece of rock, piece of metal. But just to see this guy in his bright red t-shirt sticking out on this, just incredible.
Yeah, he got to the top and he wasn't even sweating. He
did say several times after about an hour, he's like, I'm tired.
Oh, really?
But yeah.
I was like, I saw the selfie he took at the top. I was like, he's not even got hair out of place. Yeah. I was amazed by it. There's that bit where he's holding on by his legs and he's chalking his hands up.
Yeah.
I'm like, how are you doing this? I do need to watch it. I just haven't had a chance yet this week.
And I obviously didn't know what to expect in terms of how quickly this... What I didn't want this to be was like a Netflix live event, which we've seen a few. As much as I enjoyed like the hot dog eating challenge, like it was... once the actual hot dog eating began, I was like, I hope this isn't one of those things where it's going to be a 3-hour thing, but there's 2 hours of crap.
Yeah, just celebrities chatting and stuff.
5 minutes, it started.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Straight in?
Yeah. Followed
I
them all
guess
the way
they've got
up,
like guests on talking about it.
Yeah. So you had a guy who my daughters recognised. Oh, that's the science guy from YouTube. So he was doing sort of some of the science behind it. They had Alex's wife at various stages going up the inside of the building.
Oh, really?
And they had a panel on the ground. They intercut sort of if the climb went to the picture-in-picture, then they'd play a VT about his training regime and some of his previous achievements.
So it's never boring then. It's just
No.
Okay. I'll definitely check this out.
Yeah, I thought it was great, and like I say, I've seen lots of coverage of this through. The week.
It's been everywhere. It's been all over my Instagram.
Yeah,
he just flew up there.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
But it's even when he gets to the top, and you're just like he's standing on a huge steel ball.
Yeah,
like looking the most unflustered man in the world.
Question:
like just like it's nothing.
Does it explain how he gets back down?
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Because I've seen him up there. I was like, how is he getting down now?
You can see why they've chosen this building.
Yeah.
Because it's very sectional.
I thought you say sexy.
Well,
it's quite a sexy
that's
building.
your thing. Quite sectional.
Yeah.
So like he can have a little bit of a rest to clean his.
There's like ledges.
Yeah, to clean his shoes and dry his hands down and stuff like that. And it's really simple how he gets down. There's a platform quite not that far under the very top where they can get inside.
Oh, he just goes inside and walks down the stairs. Oh, okay. Or goes out in the lift.
Yeah, or whatever.
But he'd have to be like
he has to
rappel
rappel back down to that point. But
okay.
Yeah.
Fascinating. Yeah, I would definitely give this a watch. Definitely.
Yeah. So yeah, I really enjoyed that.
Good.
I've watched partly based on your recommendation from a couple of weeks ago. Can You Keep a Secret?
Okay, yeah.
A BBC sitcom with Dawn French and Mark Heap and
Yeah.
Craig Roberts, who I then remembered he was in a movie that
I forgot to mention
that. Great.
Yeah.
Really good.
It's really funny.
Really funny.
Really funny.
Like Mark Heap is just an absolute British TV
I think
icon.
he's an underrated comedy genius.
Yeah. He's so funny.
Because he's never really had that show that's his, has he?
Yeah.
He's always been in it with somebody else.
And I feel like that's quite that sort of with person A's fake their death and how will we get around it. That's a well played out trope, but this is done really well.
Yeah, it is done really well. Dawn French is great in it as well.
Yeah,
good. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah, really good.
Good.
And then I watched a movie. I watched Life of Chuck because that came onto Netflix.
What did you think?
It was fine. It didn't do much for me, if I'm totally honest. Yeah,
maybe.
I thought I'd set myself up, and I was like,
that might be my fault.
I like everything about this. I usually not. I don't like all of Mike Flanagan's stuff. I like most of Mike Flanagan's stuff. I like the cast that's in this. It's not that long ago that I read this story because that book's not that old.
No, it's not.
I thought it was fine. It just didn't do it didn't really have an effect on me.
I get that.
When I thought it might.
Yeah.
Because I felt like I should have had a more emotional reaction to it than I did. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, but you've got a cold dead heart.
I don't think I have. I think I cry quite easily.
I'm joking.
Or react quite easily. By far, my favourite segment was the first segment.
Yeah, the first bit's fantastic.
And I really don't want to cast that much shade.
Please don't, because I love it.
I didn't think Tom Hiddleston. He didn't do a lot for me.
I'm not sure he's the right person for that role, but I didn't mind him in it. I thought it was fine. I love that film. I'm a bit gutted.
Yeah, it was fine. It was fine.
Good.
It was fine. It wasn't. Yeah, I thought I would love it more.
I'm disappointed.
I did.
I'm disappointed.
Yeah.
Oh well. We can't all love everything.
How about you?
I did watch the first episode of the season 2 of Unreal, the WWE documentary.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's as not real as everything else that the WWE make, but it was fine. It is what it is. It's quite interesting. I've only watched the first one.
I don't think I would go back to that and watch the first one, just because my take on it was that it's a fake show about an unreal sport, as opposed to being a
real show about an unreal sport.
Yeah. Why do we still have to pull the kit? And that whole first season was like, look how we fooled the fans, and it's just like, can't you just tell us the story that's like the interesting behind the scenes stuff, rather than you just telling us how good you think you are?
This is as fictional as everything the WWE produces. There's no way most of it's not real. And the show's literally called Unreal.
Yeah.
But people seem to be enjoying it. It's fine. I find it quite interesting. I find that whole world quite interesting. So that's quite interesting to me. But I watch it all, but I've not rushed to episode 2.
Fair play.
I also watched Sinners.
Oh,
So
yes.
it got
You said you would.
It got a lot of hype last week because it got 16 Oscar nominations. I think it got 13 BAFTA
Yeah,
nominations this week.
I've not done the BAFTAs in the news because it's mostly
Very similar.
Yeah, just because the
I
similarity
think
of
it's
the
a quite
nominations.
slow award season this year. I
Yeah.
think there's not much variety in it. I thought this film was good. I don't understand the hype around it. It's not 16 Oscars good.
Now, is that just because it's, like you said, it's a slow year?
Yeah, it could be. But it's broken all the Oscar records. 16
Yeah,
nominations.
but would it have done that in another year?
Absolutely.
That's the thing.
I don't think so. It's good when it gets going, but it takes a long time to get going. There's better vampire movies out there.
Okay.
I don't even know if I'd call it a vampire movie. I think it's more of a zombie movie. But they're kind of a cross.
Sure.
A cross between vampires and zombies. And it's all set in one building, pretty much. And you're just waiting for this thing to happen, and then it happens, and then the film's over. It was fine. I've seen it before.
Yeah.
I don't get the hype around it. The acting performances are great, and Michael B. Jordan probably will win the Oscar, probably deserves to win the Oscar. But it didn't really do anything for me that was like, this film is spectacular.
Okay.
I went 7 out of 10 standard.
Yeah.
It was fine.
That's not 16 Oscar scores.
It's not 16 Oscars. And I don't know how many it'll win, obviously, but I'd be surprised if we got anywhere near 16.
Okay. Interesting.
So we'll see.
Yeah.
I think one battle after the other will do really well this year.
I think so, yeah. It feels like it ticks a lot of the Academy's boxes and for other award ceremonies as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's it, though. I don't think I've watched anything else.
Okay.
It's been a long week.
Okay. That's fine.
Right.
Good.
What do you want to do? I suppose at this point we would normally do what's coming in February, but I haven't looked it up. So shall I look it up?
Yeah, sure.
Right, we will round out the show, as we always do, at the end of a month with what's coming to Netflix in the next month. I have a list.
Brilliant.
We like a list, do we not?
Love a list.
So let's go through it and see what it is, shall we? Coming to Netflix in February, to be announced. So it's coming in February, but we don't know when yet.
But just to add a bit of
The aforementioned
drama.
Drive to Survive Season 8.
There we go.
It's coming, but we don't know when just yet. There is Netflix's own version of Dancing on Ice called Glitter and Gold, Ice Dancing.
Oh.
Reality competitions going behind the scenes of the world figure skating, where the athletes are preparing. Oh, no, it's not. It's where athletes are preparing for the 2026.
Okay.
How's it a reality competition series then? I'm confused. Is It Cake Valentine's Special? It's coming on February the 4th.
I tell you what, the mileage that Netflix have got from this
Is It
Cake thing is incredible. That they are still.
They're also taking the piss now.
Putting
That's coming
some
on
of them
February the 4th, and it's Valentine's Day special.
Okay, maybe it's moved.
Maybe.
Valentine's Day has moved.
Season 4 of The Lincoln Lawyer is coming on February the 5th.
That's been now just commissioned for a 5th season.
Really?
That thing gets
Viewers.
quickly churned through the Netflix machine.
It does. I feel like we've talked about this before. The R Murders. A-R-E. It's a Swedish crime drama. The name's familiar to me. A Swedish crime drama centered on a Stockholm detective who is holidaying in a ski resort to unwind after an internal investigation. When a young girl goes missing, it compels her to come back to work. I feel like I've spoken about the R Murders before.
Oh, maybe. It's not ringing a bell.
Season 1. There's one called Yo Bestie, Season 1 is coming.
Okay.
And that is a Zulu language comedy
Oh,
special.
fantastic.
How crazy is that? Lead Children, Season 1. Polish historical drama centered on a young doctor who finds... Oh, lead children, not lead children. Who uncovers lead poisoning in children near a steelworks. Season 1 of How to Get to Heaven from Belfast. That's a great name.
Yeah.
That's coming on February the 12th. That says, 3 best friends from Belfast, Saucy, Robin and Dara, now in their late 30s, lead very different lives, but have remained close. When the trio receives an email notifying them of the death of Greta, their estranged 4th friend, it sets the trio on an odyssey across Ireland as they try to piece together the truth of the past.
Wow.
That sounds quite good. Million Follower Detective is a Taiwan crime thriller centered on a mysterious woman whose rise to fame coincided with acutely foretelling the murders of several social media influencers. Turkish drama called Museum of Innocence. There's lots of foreign language stuff coming. February the 19th, The Night Agent Season 3. Gabriel Basso returns as Peter Sutherland, who once again finds himself at the centre of another conspiracy, putting his life on the line for his country as he attempts to uncover buried secrets and old grudges.
Well, that's 1 and 1 in my eyes, because I thought the first season was great, and I thought the second season was not.
No, I haven't seen the second season because you told me it was so bad. So you're going to go for season 3?
I think maybe watch the first episode, see what the story is this time around.
Strip Law is Netflix's next adult animated comedy series, centered on a boring Las Vegas lawyer who teams up with a local magician to bring some flash and pizzazz to his cases. Bridgerton Season 4 Part 2, February the 26th. The remaining 4 episodes of everyone's favourite period drama as the romance between Benedict Bridgerton and Sophie Beak heats up.
Benny B.
That's it.
Okay.
That's a quiet month in February.
There you go.
That's what's coming to Netflix in February. Do you want to do a couple of hot takes, then we'll get out of here?
Sure.
Won't do many because we're running long. Ross has given us one and Sam's given us one that's very similar.
Okay.
Ross says Five Guys is the worst chain restaurant. Sam says Nando's is. Who do we agree with more? Let's go with Five Guys first. Five Guys is the worst chain restaurant.
I've never had one.
Oh, okay. You can't even comment.
I can't comment.
I've only ever had one. It was great. So, pass.
Yeah, never had the pleasure. Never had Five Guys. Sorry.
Okay, we'll go with Sam's then. Nando's is the worst chain restaurant. 3, 2, 1. Disagree.
I disagree, yeah.
Nando's is all right.
Yeah.
Burger King's the worst chain restaurant.
I mean, that was one that popped into my head. Is Wimpy still a thing?
I have no idea. I've not had a Wimpy for years.
I'm not...
I hate Burger King. Everything about Burger King's horrible.
What? I don't think much to like a Pizza Hut. I know they're sort of in trouble, but
Domino's is not great.
Is that a restaurant?
No, probably not.
But yeah,
I don't mind a Nando's. I wouldn't go crazy for it.
I take a Nando's over a Greg's.
Mm.
Like you can sit in a Greg's, and I always think
sausage rolls is great.
No, I always think Greg's is pretty crap, to be honest.
Alex says having a drink at home is just as enjoyable as in a bar or restaurant. 3, 2, 1.
Depends.
I don't drink, so I can't answer that.
It doesn't have to be alcohol.
True. It's all about company. It's whether you're with
friends
or with you. You wouldn't want to sit in a restaurant on your own and have a drink. Well, you could, but that would be more enjoyable to sit at home and do it.
Yeah.
But if you're with your friends, it doesn't matter where you are. God, he's so miserable.
What you make of it?
You came up with one. You've got to agree with this one.
Did I?
Yep.
I can't remember what it was, though. I can remember doing something.
James Cameron has never made a better movie than Terminator. 3, 2, 1.
Agree.
Disagree. Avatar. I'm joking.
I admit there's a bit of,
explain yourself.
Poking the bear here.
Yeah.
But I think there is a good argument that he's never topped the first Terminator movie, because everything he's done after that, regardless of how great they are, and I am not saying Terminator 2, True Lies, Titanic aren't great movies, because they are all amazing movies.
Yeah.
But I think there's a good argument here. The Terminator is the James Cameron movie that is the most lean.
I think Terminator's better than Terminator 2.
They're very different.
They are very different.
But it's slick, it's lean, it's story, character. Every other one of it has got some bloat somewhere.
I think that's fair.
And when I think of Cameron, I always think there's a bit of somewhere, regardless of how good those other movies are, there's a bit of pretentiousness and self-satisfiedness in there somewhere, which I don't think you see in the Terminator.
Okay, that's a fair argument. I'd listen to that argument. Terminator 2 for me is I think it's a bit better. Yeah, personally. But
I'm not gonna go. Yeah, of course, yeah, sure. That's an absolutely fine argument.
It
as well.
Absolutely isn't Avatar. That is for a fact.
But then the Terminator is James Cameron before he's the James Cameron that became the biggest filmmaker in the world.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because that started with T2.
Well, we said quite recently, didn't we, that James Cameron's wasted the last 20 years of his career. What could he have made if he hadn't made Avatar?
Yeah.
What have we missed out on because of James Cameron? Right, last one. Came from Sam. He might be banned from the Discord now. Stephen King hasn't written a good book since 2011. 3, 2, 1. Disagree.
Disagree.
Massively disagree. He might not have written a masterpiece since 2011, but he has definitely written good.
If that
books.
was the question, I'd be tended to agree.
Yes,
but
I wouldn't be far off you.
He's written good books since then.
Yeah, Fairy Tale's fantastic.
If
Billy
we're saying
Summers,
good,
fantastic.
Then he's written good books since.
He has written good. We are saying good. He says good.
That's the question.
There's been many good Stephen King books.
He was just trying to wind you up.
He was, I think, and it's worked. He's now banned from my Discord.
He may not have written a great book, but he's written some good books.
I think he's probably written great books. Fairy Tale's great. Fairy Tale is really good. I don't know where we're going from. I can't get in my head where 2011 is, what book I'm going from.
I think in the Discord further on, Sam sort of was saying that the JFK book was the last great.
That's the last masterpiece. I think that's the last masterpiece.
I think I really like Fairy Tale, but there was always a little part of me that when I was reading that, which kind of just made me think, this is a bit. Is there a little bit here of him like? I don't feel I can go back to the Dark Tower, but it's like
100%. Yeah, that's exactly what he was trying to do. Yeah,
but I'm going to write something that's a bit like the whole sort of when the Dark Tower books go through like the Charlie the Choo Choo stuff and the TikTok man. I'm like, that feels very similar to that.
Yeah, 100%.
The Fairy Tale.
I agree. Whoever gets to,
it's a really good.
Fairy Tale is being adapted, and whoever gets to do that could have so much fun with it. I think it will be. That could be really good if you get that right. That could be your fantasy series if you get that right. Definitely. Cool. Well, thank you for everybody who committed
your hot take.
Submitted your hot takes. If you want to do that, hit them up in the Discord. The Discord link's in the comments below. It's in all the show notes. It's everywhere. You'll find it. Do all the things on you. Oh, we've got one more thing we need to talk about.
Have we?
This week's movie.
Oh, yes.
We should probably talk about that.
Come back on Thursday, wherever you find podcasts, see the world-famous Bottom of the Stream movie show. We are talking about a British movie.
Yes.
The Exorcism of Karen Walker.
Indeed. Directed by our old friend Steve Lawson.
Yes.
We're back to his movies. We'll talk to you about that. It's going to be an interesting episode, I think.
Yes. So
come back, listen to find that on all your podcasting apps. It's not on YouTube, but it'll be everywhere else. But that comes out on Thursday. Go and do all the things on this video, like, subscribe, tell your nan, press the bell button, do whatever that does. And we'll see you on Thursday and next Monday for another episode of Bottom of the Stream with Adam and Nick.
Cheers.
Bye.